Agribusiness is taking over, poisoning, bankrupting and enslaving.
The hogs dump their feces and urine on the floor. It goes under the hog house out to a lagoon.
What's this movie, Big Business, about?
Okay, the film explains how the production of pigs has been industrialized in many countries around the world, particularly in the United States, where the industrialization process was developed during the 90s. And it shows, to begin with, in North Carolina, which is where there's a huge concentration of industrial farms, the damage that it has wrought on the communities there. Villages and towns in North Carolina are now empty. Churches, schools, shops, grain shops, seed shops, they're all gone. They're all empty now because this industrialization process has bankrupted local farms. It's impossible for a local farmer to produce pigs at the same level, for the same cost as the industrialized, because they are externalizing the costs, which means that they are polluting the environment, they are damaging human health with antibiotics, they are destroying these rural livelihoods, and the welfare conditions that the pigs are kept in are unimaginable, absolutely awful. Sows are kept permanently in stalls which are only just bigger than their bodies. They can't turn around, they can't lie down properly. This is a sort of abuse of animals that is unimaginable, and it's extraordinary that it's permitted. So a local farmer running a proper operation has no way of competing with this sort of industrialization, and so many of them have gone bankrupt. And then, as if that wasn't enough, they then, during the early 90s, late mid-90s, they exported this system from North Carolina, this one company, Smithfield Foods, which is one of the biggest pork producer in the world, exported this system to Eastern Europe, where they bought up ex-state farms in Poland, which were going cheap. They boasted on their website that they were buying those farms at 10 cents in the dollar. In other words, they were paying only 1/10 of their value. They bought the farms, they imported the industrialized process that they'd perfected in the States, and they then flooded the market, the European market, from Poland, so that as far away as the UK, we are buying pork, which is produced very, very low welfare standards from Poland. And ironically, our farmers have to raise pigs to a higher welfare standard. For instance, in Britain, sow stalls are not permitted, but we are allowed to import pork from farms in Poland where sow stalls are permitted. So obviously our farmers are unable to compete with that, and half of our pig herd has been lost in the last 10 years.